Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 75 of our Hearts of Midlothian save, and today it's a big, possibly historic episode because we are going to play Hibernian in the Scottish Cup semi-final. We're off to Hampden Park for that. We're going to play through the last game against them away from home in the league before the split, and then it is Paris Saint-Germain. We go to Paris, and yeah, we've been working on barricades in training. We have all sorts of fortifications to put in front of the goal. So hopefully, hopefully it'll end up not too embarrassing for us. But you can't see probably because it's behind my head. But we have basically these 3 games coming up in 5 days. So squad rotation is an absolute must. A quick refresher of how everything looks. Although we haven't played anything in the league yet, but we've only got a 3-point lead now over Celtic after that loss to Rangers last episode. So it's interesting times. It's nervy times, and this is what we are doing here at Hampden Park. We are the favourites for this one, as you would perhaps expect. This completely skipped past my brain, but Hervé Renard, of course, the very attractive Frenchman that tends to manage the African Cup of Nations, is their manager. They're a balanced, standard playing style. If we look at the analysis report here, this is how we're expecting them to play. Certainly how they played against Celtic last time out. We can see their heat maps. I'm looking, maybe we can get down the sides with an overlap with their wing-backs looking very, very narrow there. Their passing network and, of course, their key passes as well. And with an eye very much on the Paris game, and we're completely... I've put the league fixture to one side. We're going to put out the best team we can in that and just kind of see what happens. But this is the team we're sending out for this Cup semi-final. It's Neymar in goal. It's Taylor. It's Hihu. It's Proctor and Lang as a back four. It's Dozzell and Hickey in midfield. It's McDonald, Hartford and Clare. It's Uche up top. Let's see what we can do. So they are playing as expected. So yeah, we'll just kind of... I'd like to think we could beat them here. Pick up where they left off. If we play our game, we'll win. Carry straight on. We left off last game. Last game we threw away a couple of goals to Aberdeen, didn't we? If you remember back to the last episode. But I think that's probably the best one, the best option there. My kind of plan is... We'll get to my plan in a second. My kind of plan here is to sort of rotate the fullbacks. I think Usi Tutu will play in the league fixture, and I think at right back I'm talking about, and Darnell Johnson will come back in for the Paris game. I'm thinking Mitchell will play the league game, and we'll bring hopefully Taylor back. Taylor's been complaining about first team football. The problem we have is we have 2 very, very good left backs who both expect to be playing all the time. Midfield, and yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen with midfield, to be honest. If we can get another game out of this midfield, we'll go for that. Otherwise, I'm essentially willing to sacrifice the league game for the Paris one, which maybe is not what we should be doing given how the league is sort of set right now. Let's be more expressive. Let's maybe raise the tempo here a little bit as well. This is a lot tighter, a lot closer than I was hoping it would be, to be honest. Come on, boys. Let's at least get a highlight here before the break. Here we go. Dozzell over a free kick. Knocks it in. It's back post. It's Archie Proctor. And it's just past the post. It would have been a really, really good time to score, but it wasn't to be. And that is looking to be the end of that. I think what we might do is take it off, exploit the flex, because what's his face? Hartford hasn't been in the game yet, and that's not really good to anybody. That wasn't good enough, boys. We've got a demotivated-looking Greg Taylor. Come on, mate. You wanted to play first-team football. Go and show me what you can do. We might be looking for that a little bit too much, perhaps. So we'll stick with that. I'm wondering if we maybe prevent... They did like to look to pass out from the back, didn't they? We do have Rian Brewster back on the bench, you'll notice as well. So I'm thinking we could bring him off the bench here. I'd like to give him some match time in the league fixture and just kind of see where that leaves him then for the Paris game. But I'm thinking Curtis Jones will have to come in for the Paris game. But I mean, we don't want to focus too much on the Paris game here because we do need to make sure we're getting the win here. Needless to say, Hartford's picked up a knock. So Brewster will come on for Hartford. We'll stick McDonald in field. That's fine. Was it a bruised ankle? So it's not going to be anything that's too long term and serious there. But nonetheless, it's not what we needed. This is not going to plan, is it? They haven't had anything as of yet. I'm wondering if maybe we need to lower the tempo. If we're having all the shots, maybe we just need to take our time a little bit more. Come on, boys, show some passion here. Take our time just that little bit more and create that one chance. But we're getting now to, like, nervy times here, aren't we? Come on, boys, come on. Is it going all the way to... Is it penalties or extra time? They've come back into it a little bit late on there. But we have not created anything that game. We barely... Have we had a highlight? That one Archie Proctor, wasn't it? That one Archie Proctor chance from a free kick. Otherwise, a semi-finals will instantly forget. So let's go with a little bit of passion. It's time for everyone to dig in. We deserve to win this match. Go out there and do it. Let's go with that. Some calm. We have faith in the guys that aren't quite there yet. McDonald, come on, mate. More from you, please. Do we tell... Apprehensive Claire. We won't pressure him any more than he already feels pressure if he's apprehensive. Yeah, it's just not quite gone to plan for us here, has it? Let's not go... And what we don't want to do, obviously, here is go and concede a goal, because that could become a little bit difficult for us. Let's maybe just try and encourage. Let's try that. McDonald's looking tired in there. We don't really have anybody to bring on. Come on, boys. Push forward. They've obviously set out to try and just destroy us, and so far so good, you know, in terms of their game plan, because I don't know what's going on here. All right, what can we do differently to try and break this game apart? Let's maybe try a bit more direct, raise the tempo a little bit. Maybe don't work the ball into the box. Do we just need to be a little bit more ruthless, perhaps? Do we counter... Defensively, we're fine. I wonder if we counter press, so if we can try and win the ball back from them. Yeah, we don't really have anybody to put in this number 10 role that's different. There's not much to change. There's really not much to change. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's create something, please. Come on, get creative here. We have been the better team, but that doesn't mean anything unless you score, does it? And it looks like it's going all the way to penalties. I can't handle a penalty shootout. Here we go, from the corner. It's Dozzle. Little bit of quality. Can we finally get that bit of quality? No, it's horrible. It's an absolutely horrible corner. We haven't played well, yet we've still managed to be the better team. Is there something here? Where's Uche when you need him? Back post. McDonald! Oh! Anthony McDonald! He did it against Aberdeen, and he's done it in the Scottish Cup final. Go on, boys. All right, let's close this thing down now. We don't want to be having to win this thing again. That was hard enough work as it was. The last thing we want is to go and have to try and do it again. That's all fine. We might take it off counter press for now. Finally, in the 118th or 119th minute, we found a way through what can only be described as a stubborn Hibs defence, can't it? But it was a good ball out there for Dozzle. Dozzle with a good delivery. And McDonald, he's a heading machine lately, isn't he? What a goal that is for Anthony McDonald. Well, certainly in the context, if not the quality of it. And that is absolutely massive. Let's go defensive now. Let's see this thing out. Have we got ourselves into a final? Not yet, because there's still... Oh, we have. There we go. There we go. We do eventually find ourselves in the final. That was a lot harder than it should have been. But ultimately, we got there in the end. And that's what matters. We win the Scottish Cup semi-final. Let's be honest, there's not much to shout about there, is there? They're down to 10 men. Well, that's what you get for making your subs too early. Just a day or two for Hartford. He should be fit for Paris. All right, so I'm going to play through the league fixture, and then we're going to be back for our trip to visit Neymar and friends. Okay, are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? We're in Paris, warming up, ready for the game. But before we get to this one, let's have a quick look back and see how the league fixture went against Hibs. This was another tight, tense affair, and our two centre-backs, O'Connor and Proctor, combined to open the scoring. Hibs went down to 10 men, and Buckley took advantage of the space to find the run of McNeil to double our lead and secure the points. So it was comfortable in the end. The highlights certainly didn't show that they had that many chances, but though they did have a few. It was more open, definitely, than the Cup semi-final was. But Proctor and McNeil got the goals. A good, solid 3 points. We have now had the split for the league. You can see we've got Rangers and Celtic both away from home again. Every year we get them away from home. Now, what really annoys me about this is that we've topped the league this time around. Surely, I don't understand how it's happening every year, that in the split we're playing Rangers and Celtic both away from home. So we've got a really, really tough run in here if we are going to win the league. We're still 3 points ahead of Celtic. They beat Inverness in their last game of the regular season, I guess we'll call it. Yeah, so that's how things stand there. If we can get past Rangers and Celtic, obviously having the other three at home is nice. But I'd fancy us to get points against, or certainly against Hibs and Dundee on the road, or Dundee United on the road. It's going to be tough going to Celtic and Rangers and getting points there. But we'll worry about that. That's all for next time. This is what we're worried about now, is keeping our dignity for the second leg at home against Paris. What are we expecting from them? They are a Luis Enrique coach team. They're an adventurous passing team. The passing thing I think I'm okay with. The adventurous, not so much. Unfortunately, the data analysis, we've had so many games so quickly, they haven't had a chance to see anything, which doesn't help, obviously. But I don't really think it matters, to be honest. We know we're in very, very tough here. So this is a team that we're sending out, the heroes, to try and defend our honour. It's Neymar in goal. It's Taylor, Hehu, Coping and Johnson as a back four. Now we're having to play Dozzle in this one, despite him being match fatigued, because yesterday game time, Davy Turnbull picked up a pulled groin muscle. He's not available. Aaron Hickey's played 2 games in a row. As we know, Cochrane is injured. So yeah, we've got to play Dozzle as a match fatigued player for this one. He's going to go with Dominguez in midfield. It's Jones, Hartford and Lancaster in behind Innes Cameron. If you're thinking that's looking very, very adventurous, I mean it is, but we're going to be very, very compact as well. So they are playing as expected. It's Neymar, Dybala and Mane. The high line, we could be horrible. Kai Havertz is there as well. We could be horribly exposed, but if they're going to pass, what I'll do is I don't want them passing near our box. I want us way, way, way upfield if they're going to do that. So, yeah, what do we say to this? We've got nothing to lose. Let's show what we're capable of. I think it's just, no one expects us to get a result. Just enjoy the game, boys. Enjoy being in the Parc des Princes against some world-class players. Let's see what we can do in the meantime. It's obviously going to be tough. Yeah, like I say, I mean, a passing team, typically, I like to play a high line against them just to keep them passing away from our penalty area and try and make them do what they don't want to do and sort of launch one over our head. So that's the plan. We'll see if it worked. It worked okay against Bayern. So like I say, there's a good ball for Greg Taylor getting forward. Can he get across into the box? He can. It's Innes Cameron! Oh, it's still there, is it? No, it's going to be picked up by Lafont. And what an early chance that was to give ourselves an away goal. I'm not even thinking about away goals, to be honest, because let's just stay in the tie, boys. If we can get it back home, you never know. Dominguez with a corner. Innes Cameron over the bar. What a start this is, boys. 2 highlights, and they've both been for Hearts. And we go again. Dominguez, can we get one of our big lads on the end of it? Let's head it away. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones! Oh! We're the best team in football. What is this? This is amazing. What a start. You do wonder if we're going to pay a price for not converting one of those early chances, though. Come on, boys. Come on. Yeah, what else can we do here? I mean, it's just keep praying, everybody. Just keep praying. It seems to be working. Hartford is looking a little tired. Dozzle over a free kick. Dozzle! It's never really looked like going in. Just didn't quite have the right shape on it. You do wonder, Harry Cochrane or Dimitri Mitchell, could they have done a little bit better from that opportunity? Here has the ball is Hehu. Look at the overlapping run there from Taylor. It's suicidal if we give away possession. Dozzle. Sensible here, mate. There we go. Back for Bobby Coping. Can he pick out a pass here? He goes in back for Dozzle. Dozzle for Jones. Jones back for Dozzle. For Hartford. We've got the man. Oh, it's just too heavy. It's just too heavy. And are we now going to, before half time? We've lasted 40 minutes in Paris, which is pretty impressive. But I just fear that loose pass may about to undo us here. There it is there for Kai Havertz. For Neymar. Neymar! Oh, it's a save, is it? No, it's not. It's just over the bar. Neymar, I just about had it covered. And they're coming on strong here, aren't they? Johnson gets that header clear. But yeah, they are coming on strong the end of the half here. Oh, Mane's open. Is it offside, referee? He is signalling for VAR. I don't think it is offside. Everybody looks to be coming back. And that is really, really harsh. We've done so well. And right before half-time, we've been undone from a corner, just leaving a man open at the back post. Verratti picks him out, and there's nothing Neymar could do about that. Oh, and we're 1-0 down, and that seems a little bit harsh. Oh, don't do it again, boys. Don't do it again. Away. Oh, it's blocked on the line. It's blocked on the line again. Heroic defending. But we're just at the end of the half here. We're just falling to pieces ever so slightly. That is pretty good, though, for a first half. you do wonder, don't you, if one of those early chances could have gone in. Things are going well. Dig in. It's time for everyone to dig in. You've been unlucky so far. Let's go with a little bit of passion. It's time for everyone to dig in. We deserve to win this match. Let's go out there and do it. I think I like that. We'll give some calm. We have faith to the people that need it. People that aren't playing well, we're going to have to tell them that we expect more from them. I don't see a way around that. It's not overly negative, I don't think. Not given sort of the general team talk anyway. We just need a little bit more from everybody. If everybody gives 10% more, if we can get a goal, if we can get back with 1-1, could we then dare to dream? I mean, so it's so far. It is basically so far so good. Let's demand more, and let's see what we can do here. Even if we keep it to 1-0, you'd never know. We beat Bayern 3-1. If we keep it to 1-0, that would be enough. But this is a better team than that Bayern team was, isn't it? Come on, boys, show some passion here. Is there anything here for us? It's been, I tell you what, it's not been bad, has it? Let's maybe look to exploit the flanks, perhaps. Dozzel's looking really, really tired out there. Can we just get a little bit more out of him? Do we go attacking late on here and just see if we can nick this away goal? All right, let's bring Uche on. He's one of our heroes. Can he do it? Claire as well. Let's just take Lancaster off, who hasn't had his best day. Do we dare make a triple sub? I don't think so. We don't really have anybody else. Do we bring? No, I don't want to give up another goal with Dimitri Mitchell on the field. And we've got to be a chance of that. Push forward, boys. Come on. Is there something here for us late? There's 30 seconds to go. I don't think there is. What we do, it would be so harsh if they score here. Oh, it would be so harsh. It's been blocked. He who's got a block in. Neymar just keeps it in for Johnson to hack clear. Uche, go and get the ball, mate. You're right there. You're standing next to it. I think this is an end-the-game highlight. Whoa. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think of the tactics kind of worked. We've really, really strangled them out of the game in many ways. You just look back to those early chances, that Innes Cameron one especially. Could it have been better? But that was a good effort, lads. That was a really good effort. Jambo's defeated. I think beaten but not battered. We come out of that one with our heads held high. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Can we go home now and overturn that first leg defeat? It is going to be tough. It's still Paris. They still have some really good players. And the thing is that we can't open up, really, because if we do that, we're just going to get picked to pieces. So next time, it is absolutely huge. I think we're pretty much just coming back to the end of the year now, unless the league title gets sort of blown out a little bit, or, I don't know. But tomorrow, we will be back, and it will be Paris at home, and then Celtic away. It could be season-defining. It really, really could. Especially that Celtic game. If we can get anything out of that, then we just about become favourites for the league, I think. But as things stand right now, with only 3 points back and they have a vastly superior goal difference, we need to be ahead of them on points. So it would be difficult. It would be difficult to overcome them if they were to beat us. But anyway, that's all for tomorrow, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new episodes. And I'll see you next time, guys. I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.